My name is Logan McCabe. I'm with Bristol Motor Speedway and help them out with community outreach and engagement. We're here today to talk about music, and more than music, collaboration in Bristol, Tennessee, and Virginia. A new way to view what's playing through Bristol Summer of 21 is what we're going to talk about. It's a great place for music initiative, and the website that we're going to introduce today is bristolsummermusic.com. A few weeks ago, some people representing 10 organizations, which are on this easel over here, and both the cities got together to discuss how to collaborate to create music noise. And yes, that pun is on purpose, around Bristol's scene in music, and as we continue to open up more and more live venues. I learned during our time together this group has a special passion for the Bristol community and for music, and it's been a joy to work with them. The folks, the partners involved have been verbal and opinionated, but at the end of the day, we've all worked as one group. I'm going to tell you, after many Zoom calls and many meetings, what we ended up is our really three priorities for this initiative. First, we wanted to communicate to locals, the region, and potential visitors that Bristol's live music scene is active and robust. It has never been completely shut down, but it is now back bigger than ever. And bigger than ever means, bigger than 2020, but bigger than 2019 also. So 21 is a big summer for music here. Secondly, it was very important from the beginning that we collaborate. And you're going to hear me say that word a couple of times today. It's one of our success measures for this initiative. With multiple venues and businesses and both cities involved, we think we accomplished that goal already. It is important to note that this group represents competitors, both cities and both states, and they're working together really in the name of music. And finally, as conversations continued, we decided to develop a consolidated landing page which lists music venues and businesses. And that page URL is bristolsummermusic.com. I don't have to tell you why music is important and vital to Bristol, but I'm going to anyway. Bob Dylan was born 80 years ago this week in 1941, but 14 years earlier in 1927, there was a more important birth. Country music was born in a warehouse in Bristol where Ralph Peer began cutting dozens of songs by 19 regional performers. The Bristol sessions lasted 2 weeks and are widely considered the big bang of country music, yielding debut recordings of two artists that became superstars, the Carter family and Jimmy Carter and Jimmy Rogers. And those events are why Bristol is the birthplace of country music. Yes, we're home to a wonderful museum, the Birthplace of Country Music Museum. But in reality, Bristol is the birthplace of country music. Okay, I'm going to give you some more why we're doing this. Why are we doing this? You can hear music, live music, most every night in the Bristols. Of course, we're having more live music in 21 than we have in 2 years. Live music has never left because it's part of our DNA and our culture in this community. And music, not to miss this portion, music is one of the top drivers of business in both the state of Tennessee and the state of Virginia. In fact, Tennessee tourism will say tourism and music are ahead of agriculture as a business in the state of Tennessee. So it's really, really important. You've all been able to walk down State Street and hear and feel the music. Today, we're going to make it easier to find out what's playing downtown and throughout Bristol. Bristol Summer of 21, a great place for music, is a truly collaborative effort. There's that name again. And the URL, bristolsummermusic.com, that you'll find the merged music listings and contact information for about 20 venues. It's a free listing available to all venues with live music in Bristol, and it will be ever changing. If venues need assistance with adding their events, my contact information is on the press release today. And I'll be happy to either guide a venue through the process or I'll do it for them to get them on the listing. On behalf of Bristol Music Partners, I'd like to give a special thank you to President and CEO Alan Hurley of Vision LLC and Advanced Bristol Foundation for sponsoring this website, and to Bill May with Creative Energy for the development of the site. We also have a Spotify. Anybody on Spotify? We have a Spotify playlist up called Bristol Summer of Music, a great place for music, Summer of 21. This initiative is not about one venue or one performance or one city. It's about more than that. It's about music and getting together and working together. And on that note, I'm going to ask, I don't know if you guys have decided who's going first, but both of the mayors are coming up to the podium together, and they're going to chat for a minute about why this initiative is important for tenants. Come on up together, and y'all can, whoever gets here first gets. Okay, it's your side of the street. You go first. Your side of the street, you can go first. Okay.
All right. Well, first of all, you'll probably hear me repeat some things that Logan has already said, but it's worth repeating. I'm very excited to be a part of the Summer of 21 Music Initiative. Music is and has been such a vital part of both Bristol's economies. We're opening up and inviting our community and visitors to live music all summer long, which you can hear most nights in Bristol anywhere you go. To all of our residents and visitors, simply put, we are just one Bristol. I'm here today because this is such a great collaborative initiative between venues, organizations, and cities for the betterment of our community. Live music has never left Bristol, as Logan eloquently put it. Bristol Summer Music is going to be a busy web page and a place where you can go to plan and visit your live music events all summer long. So again, I want to thank you and pass it on to Mayor Hartley.
Thank you, Mayor Luttrell. Just kind of reiterate a few points that both Mayor Luttrell and Logan made. I mean, here in Bristol, one, I want to thank everybody for coming together to do this. We're very fortunate that we have this amount of music in our community and we're able to showcase it this way. And, what does that mean to have all that music? Well, one, as it's been stated, it's an economic driver. I mean, it helps the businesses downtown, the restaurants as they're opening back up, venues such as the Paramount here as they open back up to get people out to spend money, and we see that in our community. But it's more really about the community because, as has been said, this is part of our DNA. We claim that we're the birthplace of country music, and Logan gave a little bit of the history of the Bristol sessions, but the history is much more entwined into our culture. It is really a living heritage. It's part of who we are. It comes from our faith, our work traditions, all kinds of things over the years, and it continues to grow. And so we're celebrating that, inviting others into our community, inviting people to come out in our community, and more importantly, music. And I had this conversation. I've been very fortunate to know a lot of musicians, to see a lot of music, but I can think of nothing else that brings people together like music. I've seen literally people from foreign countries that could not talk sit down and play music together and have a great time. So that is one of the things that we have here, and I think after the last year and all the challenges that people have been through. They're ready to come out. They're ready to enjoy themselves. And I can think of no better way to welcome them as one community to come together and listen to music. So thank you for putting all this together.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That was very well said by the mayors. I really appreciate you being here. We positioned this here with open doors leading into the Paramount for a reason. And they're symbolic to us of how music has opened up and continued to open up on a greater scale. We've got small venues, we've got big venues, we've got festivals involved in this, and we think that this site, bristolsummermusic.com, is going to be a high-trafficked site. And if someone is seeing this or hearing about this and they feel like, well, we want to be involved, well, contact us and we will make that happen. Thank you for the partners. Thank you for the venues that are involved. And thank you for the musicians who come and play in front of 2 people to thousands of people. It's a big, big deal.